What is going on, everyone? KMDolph back for the next installment of Transport Fever. Now, we're back over here, only because I like watching 3830s. Yeah. We've moved away. At the last episode, I finished up over there watching the 3830 pull in. I've come into the new episode watching one pull back into here, as the other one that pulled in has gone that way. But yes, as you know, we are here at the front of the Grayson City. As you can see, it is building like there is no man's business. The little rock train, my little Great Western number that's doing its business is doing its job, which is great. The one thing that I did get a message about in the after the last episode was from the usual COO of David W. Freight Incorporated. Hello, David. And he suggested that we use this line to run up and connect to other cities and do all sorts of whatnot. And I thought, well, that's actually not half a bad idea. I can continue some sort of a freight run with construction materials. I could also organise something in the ways of, I don't know, some sort of freight to come in through here. Although I need to organise a freight line for this place in general, because I do want to take advantage of... No, the oil's all the way down there. I'm not going to bother with that. There is stuff all the way up here, up to the Appleton. We got the oils there. We don't have much in the ways of the oil and the fuels and stuff of that nature, which is unfortunate. But what we're going to do today is we're at least going to make a start on getting construction materials. This is going to be interesting, folks. Very, very interesting. What I'm going to try and do is, first and foremost, I'm going to double track this line. I'm then going to split this up into two trains. I know, I'm insane. I'm going to split that up into two trains. Double track basically from here, from the tunnel, all the way up around here. Double track it all the way out to the rock bit, where the rock is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little sidetrack. I'm going to come out, and the eventual goal is to hopefully come out somewhere here, so that I can then duck down here and drop off construction materials down into somewhere down there. So it's going to be a hefty episode. I don't know if it's going to work, because I just don't like running it with trucks, and I don't like the idea of boats carrying freight. I don't know why. It's just transport fever, but I like trains. What can I say? So guys, we are going to get into all of that today. So stay tuned as we have a look at the train coming out of the tunnel on the other side. And I will see you guys right after the intro. Okay, and we're back from the intro. I was going to show you the train before the intro, but obviously that didn't happen. So there's the train there, in its glory, heading back up to the stone mill to pick up stone. So yeah, what I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to rock these two little locos. I might make them a bit bigger than a tank engine, because I'm going to end up putting about, I would dare say, maybe 10 on each. I'm thinking that might be the case to do it with. Because eventually, this is just going to blow up. Like, as you can see, it's already got 63 there. I want to make this quarry, like, work its backside off. I want stuff to come down into here constantly. I want a good flow of construction materials coming into here, getting dropped off into base, getting put back onto here, so that things can then come out to here and go up to Appleton and all that sort of stuff. I will organise the passenger route in the next episode, which will go from here. That's why we have this little line here. So that's going to come out there and zip off up into the sunset and create that second line that we want, which will be good. But yes, we'll do that in the next episode. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into this, because this is going to be very, very interesting. I don't know that it's going to work. I'm sick to death of catenaries. I know I say that all the time, but we are not entering any other error just yet. Alright, now let's see if we can make this work. This is gonna be fascinating. I really don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to try. Well, so far so good. Did it come out the other end yet? Not quite. Now I've got all sorts of terrain alignment, collage, drama and nonsense, of which I don't particularly like. Come on. Oh, you would fight me, wouldn't you? Right. That should be okay now. Run that in there. No, 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 no. Right, you start from there. And you make your way out here. Why are you giving me the terrain alignment collage? Am I going to have to back this up some? Probably. Right, let's start from here. And work our way in. No, I don't want to hear about null segments. No. Right. Let's see if we're going to go at it from a different angle here, folks. This is the joys of the transport fever. Okay, that's fascinating, if nothing else. Alright, so I'm going to have to delete that and that, because the train track has to run up along there. There you go, that's at least... Did that seriously just make it all the way to the other end? I didn't know you could do that. I'm sure as hell not complaining that I can do that. Alright. Cool. Whatever. Whatever. Right. Put you in there and then give you a nice little doohickey. No, I might bring you back a little bit. Yeah, into there. That looks good. Okay, we need some signalage. We're going to go with the old fashions. Hello, New Year. We've got all sorts of open wagons and buses and all matter of whatnot. Cool. So I'll stick that there. I'll then come all the way down here. Stick a couple here. And we'll keep coming down here. We'll stick a couple more here. I'm not going to do one in the tunnel because that's just dumb. Oh, yeah. Cool, so that looks fine. That's going to have to move now, unfortunately, but whatever. Alright, and then out of this little hickory tunnel over here. Oh, hello. Autosave. Well timed as always. Thank you, autosave. Cool. Yep. 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 And then that's just going to come into there like so, and that'll be glorious. Okay. Well, that wasn't too hard. Now, the one thing I do want to do I want to fix this up? Yeah, I kind of do. I want to make the brush a bit smaller, please. Now, you're not going to let me fix those little bumps in the track there, are you? We got jagged rocks in the track, which doesn't look the greatest, but what do you do? Okay, well that's neither here nor there. And that's going to come into there. It's going to look great. You know what I should have done? I should probably done it after this. Would have looked a bit better, but that just looks a bit rushed. Meh. When it comes out of there, it's not going to go slow. When it comes in, it's going to go slow, but for obvious reasons. Okay, so what I need to try and do here is the world's most interesting drop-off train doohickey. This is either going to work or it's not, and I just have every feeling that it's not going to work. Right, so what in the world did that do? Has it crossed over the track? I cannot tell. But I'm going to assume that yes, it has. Nah, I want it to come down on that side. Is this something that we can work on? Okay, interesting. Sure. Whatever. Sure. Apparently that works. I don't know how that worked. I honestly don't know how the hell I've just done that, but I'm not going to complain. So what we're going to have to do now is create some sort of bridge apparatus. And now we're going to have all sorts of terrain alignment collisioning. Unless... Bridge pillar collision. What are you colliding with? You're not colliding with it. You don't even have a bridge pillar. Ah, now you do. Okay. Okay. Oh. Right, so you're telling me that I can't go over to there, or can I? Okay. So far, so good. So far, you'll do what I want you to do. I don't want to hear about your bridge pillar collisionings. That's the only thing I don't want to hear about at the moment. No, I don't. Okay. This is interesting. This is certainly unique, if nothing else. And, I mean, we all know... Well, we should know by now that I'm not one to steer away from... God damn it. Seriously, Transport Fever? Is there a particular reason why you continue to try and test me? Okay, well that looks semi-decent. And then what I want to do is I want to bring that... Where do I want to bring that? That's the thing. I mean, I could easily just wrap it into here and just have some trucks delivering it. And that could work. Because at the end of the day, I've also got to get this train track over this way. And I don't know how I'm going to manage to do that. I mean, I could bring that... I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Do I have trucks that come out to here and then transport it back in so I can have my train line running out that... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. It's going to look a bit unconventional, but as I said to you before, I mean, conventionalism is not really my forte. Alright, first and foremost, we don't want the catenaries. It is 1978, so I'm going to go with a slightly more modern twist on this. See, there is oil and fuel there, so I can actually get... What I can essentially do is I could create a small little... I can create another little small branch line and get the oil out from there and bring it up to here. That's very doable. The only problem I've got... Actually... There's so many possibilities and this just is starting to annoy me a little bit. Alright, we don't want additional tracks. Definitely want it at least up 200 meters long. Yes, definitely 200 meters long. Because this is only going to be... Yeah, this is ever going to be so... is that the right curve? It is the right curve. Oh, I can make it curve. Okay, and that could essentially work. But the only problem is then is that I've still got to get the oil and the fuel happening between each other. The problem is there's nothing to take down to the oil, so whatever's running the oil up to the fuel depot is essentially just running blank on the way back. Which is not the worst thing in the world. There is road, so I mean I could upgrade the road and make trucks and do all that sort of whatnot, but we'll see. And then I can just easily run fuel up to there, because I can drop stuff off into the town, pick up stuff on the way back through, and then drive it back out here, and then, yeah, okay. So there'll be one line that cops it, one line that doesn't cop it. I'm going to want a 360 for this then, if that's the case. Is that going to work? No, it is not going to work. Not even in the slightest. Why do you persist, Dolph, on doing these things that you do? Nah, it needs to be in closer to the town. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's dead, and that's great. I don't really care about that. All right, let's go back to the no curvatures, and let's try and shove you. Oh. 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 Okay. You know what I'm going to have to do? Sorry, folks. You're getting deleted. Because I need that little spot of nonsense. And that's going to give me a collision. Oh, you bastards and your collisioning. Okay. Can I come in a little bit? How far can I come in before it's going to go? No. To there. Fine. Do it. So now we've got that there. That's connected to that, so I won't need to run trucks in and out, which is great. One less line that I have to worry about, which is equally great. Okay, and then all I have to do is run train line around here, which it's not going to let me do. Cool. Run that around in some sort of discombobulated figurine of a way. Cool. So if I delete that little bit of road, you're saying it can be done? Yes, you are. You are very much saying that it can be done. Alright, quickly fix up that bit of road that I just deleted. I need a country road. Country roads, take them home. Autosave. Wow, that was awful. Cool. Then I can make a small road to run that out to there. Because I don't mind running road over track, but I do mind running track over road. That can get updated so it looks like an actual road. Someone actually gives a damn about it, which is great. Still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that the train line, but we'll come to that. And apparently I've got some sort of just random floating bridge. Don't know how that works, and I don't like it. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't like that at all. That looks terrible. Right, now we need to fix this. No. 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 Definitely no. No. And fine. Then that should just give me the same thing on the other side. Good. Now it actually looks like a proper bridge. Thank God for that. Alright, and that's a pretty long-ass station. So I should be able just to put a diamond crossing in there like so. So that when I've set up the lines, it should look fine. Things that want to get dropped off to there. I can also run fuel back into the same station as the one that I'm getting the construction materials from. So that will effectively work in that sort of a motion. The only thing I haven't done is sent it up the line the other way. So essentially, all that's going to run between these two is construction materials and whatsy. And I'm going to have to create a new line from over here to get us out to that way. So there's going to be like a mad congestion area here. It's convoluted, it's weird, it's wonderful. I mean, it's why we're here. So, you know, let's just run with it. Okay. So what I need to do now is I need to put some more of this stuff in here. Put that there. Because I'm not going to want things running down a hill very promptly. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there, and that can go there. Yeah, because there's only going to be one train running between these two, and it's going to hold both fuel, and it's also going to hold construction materials. So whatever I need is going to have both. Right. Right. And done. Sweet! Okay, so that is all happening at least. At the very least, that's happening. Okay, so now I need to go back over to you, because you're in a bit of strife. Can I reconnect you up, or are you going to give me good drama? Too much slope. Right. Well, that's an easy way of fixing that problem. Now, the only stuff and problem I've got here is I've got no way of getting that up to that way. They're going to have to break off at that point to get stuff up to him. It's going to be a bit of congestion, but it's going to be fun. I like fun. You know what? I'm going to put it over here somewhere. Or can I put it over here? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I like it. It could look good. It could look horrible. Nope. Okay, that works so far. Cool. I just got to put a depot in there and I'm good to go. That actually doesn't look half bad. I mean, I've got to smooth all this nonsense out a little bit, but, you know, hey-ho. Can we make that come down a little bit? Yeah, that looks alright. Just even that out a bit more. I mean, it looks a bit how you going, but what if I put another bit of track in there? Is that going to make it look a bit better? Yeah. No. There you go. Yeah, it's going to look alright. No, it's going to do the same thing again. Ah, well. Is what it is. Okay, so that's where that goes now. So that's looking a little bit better. I can put a little bit of decoration and stuff like that in there, and that won't look half bad. So, yep, he's coming down that way now. That's fine. Although, should have changed it beforehand, but whatever. Alright, let's go replacement. We're going to get this rocking and rolling before we end today's episode. Should have loaded this beforehand. going to take forever now. Don't you crash. That's right. That's what I thought. Alright, so we want to stick with the steams. But we do want to stick with those little Great Western tank engines, because they are a little bit of alright. Designed as light goods and shunting engines, they are often used for passenger services on branch lines and other short routes. After nationalisation, a final 41 were built under British Rail. They'll be able to pull 10 by themselves. Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They're only doing a stone run. Wagons. Freight. We just need the little GWR dooverhickeys wherever they've gone. Where are they? You're going to be back up the top, aren't you? You're going to make me run all the way back up. Open plank. No, we just want the little ones. Just the open wagons, open wagons, open wagons. GWR. GWR smalls. Sheeted version covered with a tarpaulin when loaded. That's actually kind of cool, but I don't want it. Yeah, these are the ones. These are the ones we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want to replace that right now. Yes, please. And then we need to prep another one for when that one gets over the halfway mark. That actually looks really cool going up there like that. Let's go big real quick. Just fix up a bit of this little bit of land here. Make it all look a bit more flat so that it looks nice. See? That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Doesn't look as desperate. Cool. Alright. So we've got that. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll get a train out onto the other line, because I'll create a line real quick. Create a line. Autosave's kicking in again. Actually, yeah, you need to go from there. And you need to go out to there. On the Maxwell. Yeah, you do. The good thing is that we know you're going to get there. Grayson. Maxwell. Up. Maxwell. Freight interchange. Because that's essentially what they're doing. Cool, go with that. Good, get rid of that. Get rid of that. I need to update this. I need 2. I need 3. Give it to me all now. Cool. That's so cool. Alright. Now the only thing I didn't think of here is the fact that I'm going to need to get this. Yeah. Giddy up. Oh, what the French toast just happened there? I could probably flatten that whole thing out now and make that work. You know what? Let's do that real quick. Can I do that? I wonder. Wow, did I seriously just fix that whole tunnel situation? Because if I did, then that's just freaking awesome. Cool. Alright. Well, giddy up with that. What I will do, actually... No, we'll fix that. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make a diamond crossing towards the end of it. so that everything can know where it is inevitably going to go. Now, can I make a diamond crossing on a curve like this? I would dare say no. Too much slope. Okay. So what does that do to my lines? Does that screw me over a little bit? Probably. Not necessarily. It'll work either way because it's got to go back out the same way it came in. Ah, that works. Okay, let's go find the Grayson Maxwell Freight Interchange. When you are at the Grayson, I want you to go onto platform number 1, please. Does that work? No, because it needs to get back onto the same line. Aha. That's fine. I can create that drama. No, I need you to go the other way. There you go. That'll fix it. Somewhat. But what I'll get you to do, while I think of things, I need a waypoint. Where's a waypoint? Where's a waypoint? Where do they go? Why don't I have one? There it is. Waypoint. There you go. So on your way back into Grayson, after you've been to the Maxwell Holt, I want you to come back via that thing. So you'll just stick to the one line. Yeah, and that works. Comfortably. Excellent. Goodness. Goodness is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we'll quickly get some little signals. Because you're only going to want to go that way in the first place. Make sure that it's all safe for you to go that way. Make sure. I mean, there's already a doohickey over here, isn't there? Put that there. Put that there. And that's fine. Now, as you would have noticed by now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a slightly longer episode. Don't we know it? All right. I want a steam locomotive. Because I just like steam and I don't care what anybody else says. Now I want something that can go out that way, something that can carry construction materials and fuel. Because that's what we need. Is all of those above items. Remained in regular loop with the last withdrawn. First class with outside frames. All 54 engines. I need something that's got a bit of speed. Okay. I mean, that does 120. Oh, I didn't have that ready to go. Oh, I'm so dumb. Quick. Fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get on the Grayson Stonebolt. Go, son. Cool. It's giving him a bit of a head start. That's a bonus. All right, back to this. Do I want to move a diesel? Have I got a good diesel, though? Because I don't get the feeling that I've got good diesels. Because they only do 45 kilometres an hour. I don't want a big diesel. But in saying that, I don't want a little one that only does 45 kilometres an hour. Oh, hello. The Norfolk. I could use the Norfolk. I mean, it doesn't. It pulls next to buggery, but This is the big question right now, folks. This is the big dilemma that I've got here. We're talking big dilemmas. I don't know what diesel to use because they're all so bloody small and useless. They don't go very fast either. I mean, you can't go wrong with an Alco, can you? You know what? Let's just go wrong with an Alco. We'll see what it does. We need freight wagons, so I need something that takes construction materials and fuel. At the very worst. Okay. So fuel and construction materials. That'd be some sort of flat wagon, wouldn't it? We got some flat wagons. Open flat wagons. Here we go. Crude oil, fuel, construction material. Well, these will do it. Have I got something that's a bit longer and can carry a slight bit more? Surely I've got something. Let's have a look. State cars. They will take construction materials and they will take the fuel. Good to know. Open plank wagon. No, you're not what I want. You're way too big. You know what? It's going to have to be those little plank wagons. The state cars. Yeah. Construction materials and the fuel, which is what we need. So, the only problem is it carries bloody 6. Have I got anything that carries like 10? Let's have a look. Come on, give me something good. No, you're no good to me, you're no good to me, you're no good to me, you're no good to me. I mean, the box cars, but they don't carry fuel. And it carries livestock, so that's useless. There's got to be something. There's got to be something. Early flat cars, no, you don't take fuel. I need you to take fuel. That's a stake car that only carries 4. British bolster wagons, GWR bolster wagons. The naffies. I don't like going with the naffies. That's a 40-foot flat car. And that's a state car. I have to go with the naffies. It's horrendously underpowered. But I have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Just do it. And we'll put you on the Grayson Maxwell Freight interchange. Off you go. Giddy up. I just want to quickly trial this before we run off. So what I'm going to do is we're actually going to ride on board with this as I end today's episode, because today's episode is a long one. Because I actually want to watch this line and see how it goes. There you go. Beautiful view of Grayson. So far, so good. There's a truck. Don't care. I've got to fix these jagged rocks. They look a bit funny. How fast are we going right now? 25 kilometres an hour. Breakneck pace. Making good time. Said nobody ever. What the hell? Who's building up here? What are you doing? What are you doing up there? Well, that's just insanity. Okay. Well, we'll watch this line and we'll see what happens, and then I'll call today's episode off, because today is going to be a very long episode. Usually I try to keep this to 20-25 minutes. Today's been 40, at least. Because I want to see what the inside of this tunnel looks like when it breaks off. Making sure that it looks legitimate. So far, so good. I mean, the track looks a bit bendy, and not that you're going to spend much time in the tunnels, but anyway. Oh, they've got to go through a wall. That's horrible. I don't have to see it, and neither do you. Here we go. Coming along the new line. Little bridge work. Everyone likes a bridge. Alright, so at least we know now that A, this runs. Secondly, we know that in the next episode I need to organise the fuel oil line, and I also need to organise the passenger line. Because at the moment there's no passengers getting up the other end of the line. Well, we've got passengers coming in on that side. but nothing going up the second part of the main line. So, with that being said, I mean, I'm not really that concerned, if I'm being honest. Alright, so let's get out of that. We're done watching that now. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like it's going to haul ass or anything like that, but, I mean, for the most part, it looks like it might do its job quite comfortably. Now, what lines are going to come into? Okay, you're just going to come into that one and do your thing. That's fine. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, I actually don't need this to be a, I don't need it to be a double. It needs just to be a single, which is beneficial. Alright, well, that's good. So, guys, we will actually call that off for today. Actually, I want to see what that was real quick. What's building up the top of the hill? What's building up here? Look at him. Look at this nonsense. It's a residential building up on a cliff. What a banana. Look at him. Well, that is just utterly hilarious. I don't know why I find that so funny, but I inevitably do. Oh, here we go. Here comes my little stone trains. But yeah, guys, we'll leave that episode for today. It's been, as I said, longer one today because of all the new construction that was required and fiddling around and stuffing around and whatnot. So, yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching today's longer episode than usual. Make sure you leave a like. If you are as inclined as the COO of David W. Freight Incorporated and feel like commenting to see me do other things, or there's something in particular you want me to do, leave a comment. But other than that, guys, I will see you for the next installment of Transport Fever. Take care, everyone.